Hey everyone, can you just let me know if I'm audible? Am I audible? Guys, am I audible? Cool. Hello. So, Leetcode Daily challenge. First 7 days is what I'm going to solve today. I'm waiting for everyone to join in, then we'll get started. Okay. Since you said मैंने कोका कोला का बॉटल छोड़ दिया. So yeah, Wednesday करने वाला था. Super tired on Wednesday. I decided to do it today. And going forward, yeah, this will be the pattern. I am thinking of doing it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. Okay, so I'll do all the 7 problems. I'll do all the 7 problems. Waiting for 50 watching, and then we'll get started. I'll do all the 7 problems. Tell everyone joins in. Let's quickly wrap up the promotion wala part. So for everyone who is new out here, my name is Raj Vikramaditya. I'm known as Striver in the programming community. I was a competitive, or I am a competitive programmer, whatever you wish to call me. You can call that. Currently, I'm working as a software engineer too. I'm a candidate master at Code Forces, a 6-star rated coder at CodeChef. I've been teaching from the past couple of years. Also run a YouTube channel which goes by the name Take You Forward, where I have 130k plus subscribers. The subjects that I primarily take are competitive programming, DS Algo, C++. A lot of times candidates do miss out on great opportunities due to multiple reasons. And why is that? Because they don't have a great degree or a network. Their resume doesn't stand out among a lot of other people who apply, or they would have been applying to 50-60 companies, but they don't hear back. This is where Relevel comes in, which is India's first test hiring platform, backed up by Unacademy, which is helping job seekers find their dream jobs. Now you can get a job on the basis of your skills and talent. You do not need to depend upon any degree or other people in the network. What are the benefits of participating in the Relevel test? There are over 50 plus companies like Cred, Urban Clap, Urban Company हो गया अब तो 1MG, Codenation, Upgrad, Misho. There's a lot of other companies which are hiring, which are India's top startups and unicorns. Now there are around 1,000 plus job openings, including business development, front-end development, back-end development. You can attempt this test for free, and once you clear the cutoff score, you can get your dream job in 15 days after interviewing. And these are the profiles that are available, and you can book a slot whenever you wish to. You can use my promo code, which is STRIVER Striver, and you'll get the free sample paper. And after that, you can give the mock. What are you waiting for? Go and register for mock right away. Okay. So abhi let's start off with Leetcode. Okay, I'll just थोड़ा प्लेसेस को कर देते हैं सही से. रुकिए, सब्र कीजिए. Perfect. Let's place it थोड़ा ऊपर बस. Perfect. So what we will be solving, there is something known as Leetcode Daily challenge. So if you carefully observe, like every day they will post a problem and you need to solve it. So I'll start from Wednesday and I'll do till Tuesday, and the next day I'll come across and start from here. So this will be the pattern going forward. Every Wednesday to Tuesday, whatever problems do appear, I'll be solving them. Okay? MacBook use to करने दो यार. Let me use it for at least at least a month, then I can review something na. If I don't use for a month, ऐसे ज़बरदस्ती views के लिए थोड़ी करना है. Let me at least use it by myself for a month and then I can come across. ठीक है? Okay, so no, today नहीं, मैं यहाँ से यहाँ करूँगा, मैं यहाँ से यहाँ करूँगा, फिर next दिन यहाँ से यहाँ करूँगा. That's going to be the pattern. Okay, to start off with, I think the first problem is house robber. House robber. Let's read the question. You are a professional. I'm not sure if I've solved this. I've solved this 2019 में मैंने solve किया था. That's been very long. अभी याद होगा मुझे question. You are a professional robber planning to rob houses along a street. Each house has a certain amount of money stashed. The only constraint stopping you from robbing each of them is that adjacent houses have security system connected, and it will automatically contact the police if two adjacent houses were broken into the same night. Given an integer array representing the amount of money of each house, return the maximum amount of money you can rob tonight without alerting the police. Okay, so basically, you have to pick up array integers without picking up adjacent numbers. That is what the problem says. You have to pick up array numbers without picking up adjacent numbers. Like over here, I will pick 1, then I can pick 3. So 1 plus 3 will give me 4. I can pick 2 plus 1, but I need the maximum. Okay, so what do you think? How will it be done? It's 100. The first approach that comes to my mind is recursion. Basically, I'll try to do a pick non-pick wala technique. Yes, I'll try to do a pick non-pick wala technique. Correct, pick and non-pick. Yes, pick and non-pick wala technique that I have taught you in recursion classes. If we follow the pick and non-pick technique, I think it should be an easy one. Okay, so how many of you can do this? How many of you cannot do this? A very simple one. I'll be teaching you the entire stuff, how to do it using recursion plus memoization. Then I'll be teaching you the normal one where I I write the iterative, then I'll do the space optimization as well. Yeah, recursion plus memo, everyone correct. And this recursion plus memo. Perfect. So basically, what I will do is I'll try to write a function. Probably I'll write a private function as usual, my favorite private function, and I'll be like int function. I'll be like int index, int. No need of this int function. Probably I can, or do I need? If I carefully observe, do I need? If I'm picking someone, I don't need. Okay, so okay, int index I can keep. And I can be like, if at any moment index is crossing the nums dot size, I can just return a 0. That's a perfect thing. I can just return a 0. That's nice. And probably I can carry all the stuffs like vector int nums, correct? And then I can say that, okay, if I'm at this index, what can I do? I can steal, or I cannot steal. If I'm at a particular index, these couple of things I can do. So if I decide to steal, which is steal, then I will be stealing nums of index, that's for sure. But coming back to the question, recursion आ रहा है. अगर recursion पढ़ना है तो आ जाएगा. ये देखो, अगर मैं दिखाऊं recursion, here is the recursion. If you see over here, here's the recursion. I have recorded 7 lectures. सारे हो गया है, आज ही मैं रिकॉर्ड करा था. If you see, these are the timings that I've recorded, and all the videos have been recorded, proper videos. It'll come, सारे एडिट करना बस बचा है, आ जाएगा. कितना जीबी का देख रहे हो? 10 GB, बहुत लंबा है. सो आएगा तुरंत आ जाएगा. वेट करो थोड़ा सा, एडिट करना है बस. ओके, सो coming across, I can say I'll steal, but if I steal, what will happen? If I am going to steal, okay, no, there's no need to, that's the catch, there's no need of two variables. If I'm stealing the index, I can say I cannot steal the next index, which is index plus 1. Thereby I can do a direct jump to index plus 2. Like I can directly do a jump to index plus 2. Got it, Shashank? I can directly jump to index plus 2. And if I'm not stealing, then I can say that, okay, I will just go to the next one. Should be fine. And at the end of the day, I can be like, let's return the max of steel, comma, not steel. This is what I can write, a very simple term. And over here, I can return the function of 0, comma, nums. Yes, this is what we can do. I'll put dynamic programming afterwards. क्या हो गया ये? There's no need to use a previous variable. There's no need to use a previous variable. Right, so if you check this, you see we'll get around this, but if you submit this, it will give you a TLE. Why? Because definitely you're using memoization, you're not using memoization, it's a recursion. So the complexity as of now will be 2 to the power n. So this is where, how do you convert a recursion to a DP? You basically check on the parameters which variable is changing, correct? So you'll check on the parameters which variable is changing. And I carefully observe that the variable index is changing, right? So what I can do is I can probably carry a DP. Let's carry a DP as well. So I've carried a DP, and over here I can declare the DP, and I can be like, it will be nums.size, and I can put it as -1. Okay, so a DP has been declared of nums.size and a -1, and I can just pass on the DP. Over here, what I'll do is, how's the DP done? If DP of index is not equal to -1, you can return DP of index. There's a couple of memoization lines. If you add it, I think it should be fine. DP of index, and you can just put it across, and over here you can just pass on the DP. And please make sure you pass on the DP. Just make sure the DP is passed as a reference variable. And if you just do this, I think it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, works fine. So has everyone understood this? Has everyone understood this particular line of code? Has everyone understood the particular line of code? It's very simple. I decide that I'll either steal or I'll not steal. Now, instead of using couple of variables, what smartness I did was I just jumped to index +2 because we cannot pick the adjacent plus. Is this clear? Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Dry and DP नहीं आता तो I cannot help. DP नहीं आता तो फिर wait करो कुछ दिन के लिए. Now, this is the normal DP that we did, right? This is the normal DP that we did. Now, can we do iterative? Can we do iterative? That's a question. Can we do iterative? I think we can. I think we can. How will you do iterative is the question, because this is a memoization wala DP. चल गया 100% faster, but in a lot of cases आपका नहीं चलेगा 100% faster. So at that case, how will you do this? Any idea? How do you convert a memoization DP to an iterative DP? कोई idea है? It's a very simple one. It's a very simple one. Yeah, top down is very easy. Now, what you will see is, okay, I know one thing for sure, that over here it's written 0 for index greater than nums.size. Okay, so what am I writing? If you carefully observe, it's something like index +2 and index +1 से ले रहा है. And last का जो आंसर है वो इधर है, 0 पे इसको आंसर मिल रहा है. Correct. So I can be like, I know anything. I know one thing, anything greater than nums.size will yield me a 0. I know that thing for sure. So if I try to write it like an iterative version, I know one thing for sure, that DP of n-1 will be nums of n-1. Like if I'm just assuming, अगर मैं पूरा simple लिखूं, then like I'm taking index greater than nums.size. So basically this base case is what you write in iterative. So thereby I can say DP of n is equal to 0 and DP of n+1 is equal to 0. This is something which you can write. Why can you write this? Because what can be index? Index can go up to n or n plus 1. Very obvious, because you're doing an index plus 2. If you're doing a plus 2, it might reach n plus 1. And if you're doing a plus 1, it might reach n. So I've written a couple of base cases which might be possible. And now what you can do is, you can just iterate from back. Okay, now I know one thing for sure. There can be something as steal and not steal. So can I say dp of index, that is what you're writing, is equal to, what is this? Nums of index. So you'll write nums of index plus, what is this? Function of index plus 2. So dp of index plus 2. Correct? And then what is this? Just index plus 1. So dp of I equal to max of either the previous one, steal, or dp of index plus 1. As simple as it can get. And over here, you just make sure this is 0, because this has to be 0 initially. So this is what you did. So basically, whatever is written over here, you write it. Whatever is written over here, you write it. Simple as that. Sorry, not plus 1. And once you've written this, you know the answer will be, how did you call this? You called this initially with function of 0. So the answer will be at dp of 0. That's the opposite that I've written. That's the opposite that I've written. That's it. Nothing specific. I've just written the opposite one. dp of n, क्या हो गई? n, अच्छा n ही है. Clear है? I just converted the memoization to iterative. I just converted the memoization to an iterative. Just copy pasting everything. क्या हो गया? अब क्या दिक्कत है इसको? I equal to n minus 1. अरे यार. Cool. So if I just run this, you will see this running super fine. 100%. So is that clear? The 1D DP? Is that clear? The 1D DP? I just converted the memoization code to a 1D DP. As simple as that. Clear? Hai? Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? I just wrote the same code over here. Same code, I just converted it. Now coming across, how can I convert this? How can I convert this into without yes. No, I'll just take up 3 variables and I'll do this. How can we convert this into like I don't want this DP. How will you do this? If I don't want this DP, how will you do this? That's a big question. It's very easy. What you observe is, what are you using? DP of index plus 2 and DP of index plus 1. So can I say, if you're standing at I, this guy who is index plus 1 and index plus 2, in the next iteration, assume this is a single iteration. Assume this is one of the iteration. Okay. In the next iteration, can I say this guy will be I, like before the I guy will be I. This guy will become I plus 1. And this guy will become I plus 2. Do you agree with me or not? Like for the next piece of iteration, because you are doing I minus minus. So for the next piece of iteration, the I will become I plus 1 for the next I. And the I plus 1 will become I plus 2 for the next iteration. Do you agree or not? Do you agree or not? For the next piece of iteration, can I say the I will become I plus 1 and the I plus 1 will become I plus 2? Do you agree? Does everyone agree? Agreed, right? आएगा DP आएगा. DP जब आएगा, it will take me time, but DP जब आएगा, trust me, you will love it. Give me some time. I'm working hard, don't worry. Okay, understood? Has everyone understood? That for the next set of iteration, because I'm doing an I minus minus, the current I becomes I plus 1 and the I plus 1 becomes I plus 2. So I'm going to use that funda. How? So I know this is probably, let's call I plus 1 as last, as DP of n, and let's call second last. So basically I'm calling I plus 1 और इसको last I plus 1 लिख देते हो ना. I plus 1 is this. Just to teach you, I plus 2 is, this is better. I plus 1 dp of n plus 1. Okay, so I've written this. Correct? I've written this. Now, can I say over here, I plus 2 ke jagah, instead of I plus 2, can I write this? Just let me know, can I write this? I plus 2. Yes. And can I write I plus 1 ke dp of I plus 1 ke jagah I plus 1? I can. There's no doubt that I can not. So basically, this was initially 0. This was initially 0. So I've written this. Now I know one thing. This dp of I will become I plus 1. And the I plus 1 will become I plus 2. Can I say this will happen? Indeed, this will happen. Can I say instead of using a dp of I can say current I, cur I. And I can just write this. Cur I. And over here I can write cur I. And instead of dp of I, can I write dp of I? Cur I. And this cur I. And at the end of the day, instead of dp of 0, because I know cur I is being stored at I plus 1. So can I say the answer will be I plus 1 at the end of the day? Indeed I can. So I will simply remove this. Did you understand how I did it? Did everyone understand how I did it? I basically converted those variables into stuffs, nothing else. Nothing significant, nothing specific. As an easy conversion. Has everyone understood this? Has everyone understood this? What I did? Did everyone get this? Everyone? Indeed, you did not. Go back, scrolling in and again see. Go back, scroll and see again. And go slow. What I did was I just kept I plus 2 in variables and then I just shifted them back. That's it. Go back, scroll and see if you did not understand. Okay. Looks like most of you have understood. So did you see how I wrote a recursive, then an iterative, then I converted the iterative into space free? No space. No space. And ये मैंने बिना पेन पेपर के समझा दिया. I have not used my iPad yet. So if I use my iPad, थोड़ा better होगा. But ठीक है, I'm not willing to use my iPad today because ignore this यार. If I submit it again, you will see memory usage will be more. Ignore the memory usage. 10.7. So this is shit. You can keep on submitting. This will keep on changing. Ignore. Okay, so everyone has understood, right? Cool. So this is how I generally teach DP, but आगे और देखोगे. Let's do the next one. Odd even linked list. iPad use करना नहीं पड़े तो better है क्योंकि like I am assuming you know concepts and you are solving with me. Side में खोल लो, मेरे साथ ही solve करो. Side में खोल लो, मेरे साथ ही solve करो. Rishabh, I did not use pen and paper. Na? I just solved this. The way I'm explaining, that is the way you have to explain in interview. Did I use pen and paper over here? No, na. Okay, the next question is this one. I will highly recommend you to go through this question. It's an easy question. बहुत simple question. Audible link list. फटाफट देख लो. थोड़ा easy है challenges. 2 pointer, yeah. Yeah, I'll try to not use pen and paper. Not use iPad. Because if I use iPad, 7 problem 3 घंटा लगेंगे. I don't want that. कर लेंगे आज का नेक्स्ट दिन, टेंशन क्यों ले रहे हो? Elite code type questions are generally asked in FANG kind of question stuff. Yes, I'll do that using try. I'll do that using try. Stream of characters, na? It's an easy one. If you have seen my try playlist, you should have done this. Hello, Prantik. Okay, let's read the question. Given the head of the linked list, basically, given the head of the linked list, group all the nodes with odd indices together, followed by the nodes with the even indices, and return the reordered list. So basically, if I show you these, like if I write down the indexes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and what are the even ones? These are the even ones, and these are the odd ones. Like if I use pink color, these are the odd ones. So first group the odd ones. If you see the odd ones are grouped, then these are the like if I use some other color now, blue, these are the even ones, then group the even ones and then plug them together. That's the question. Question's clear? Question clear? Is the question clear? Is the question clear? Don't use any extra notes. We can just do this using this only. No need to use anything extra. No need to use anything extra, guys. We can easily do this over here itself. Question clear है? कैसे करोगे? कोई idea है कैसे करोगे? So what I'll do is I'll say okay, I will think of keeping an odd. ये क्या हो गया? ये क्या हुआ बाबा? ये क्या हुआ? अच्छा. What I'll do is I'll keep an odd here, I'll keep an even here, and then I'll break this and I'll point it here, and then I'll take the odd to here, then I'll break this and I'll point it here, then I'll take the odd here. So in this way, the odds have been pointed, and what for even what I'll do is I'll break it and I'll point here, then I'll take the even here. So that's going to be my thought process. Basically break down. Now you know this is nothing but the head. This is nothing but the head of the linked list. So what I will do is I'll say okay, I know the head will be constant. So what I'll do is I'll try to keep odd. I'll try to keep an odd which will be initially at head, and at the same time I'll try to keep an even which will be at right after that. Where's the first even? The first even is at odd next. Is it next? Next use correct. And can I say I need to keep the marker to this because I'll break it, and I need the starting point of the even so that when I have the odd I can just attach them together, right? So that I can easily attach them together. So what I will do is, I'll say I'll keep the marker which basically says me that hey listen, this for even head, the head of the even is at even. Let's keep this. So please make sure you keep it. Okay. Now what you will do is you will run a while loop and you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna put on the pointers. I'm gonna put on the pointers. Till how long? Till how long? One is for odd I'm gonna do, and one is for even I'm gonna do. So we will think about these conditions afterwards. We'll think about these conditions afterwards. But what am I writing? We need to think about that. If I'm standing at odd, I am saying odds next. Odds next will be odds next ka next. That is what I'm saying. So basically I'm saying odds next will be now odds next. Now in order to access, now we need to understand, in order to access odds next ka next, this guy, the highlighted guy, cannot be null. Thereby, you need to make sure this is not null. Otherwise, you will get a runtime error. This is not null. Perfect. What about even? Can I say even next will be similarly evens next makes sense? So again, if I'm accessing even next, I need to check for even next is null or not. Perfect. Now once I've done this, what is the next thing that I need to do? Now once I have made odd next, I just need to move odd to the next guy, which is very simple. This will move, and I need to make sure the even also moves to the next guy. Again, very simple. Done. Now I know I have an odd and I have an even, so I need to just connect them. So can I say odds next will be pointing to evens head? Indeed. And at the end of the day, I can return the head of the linked list. So if I do this, I think it should be fine. Simple enough. Yeah. Clear है? Oh, क्या हो गया? What is runtime error? Odd का next नहीं है क्या? What if there is a single element? Edge cases. Single. I did not think of edge cases. Bad. I had to think about edge cases. What if it's a null? Yeah, it might be a null. Because they're basically saying the number of nodes can be 0 as well. So there might be cases where it's only a single element, or it might be null. So probably there might be cases where this is null because 0 bola hai. There might be a case where head.next is null. And there might be a case where head.next is also null. Because if that's the case, तो फिर तब भी कुछ नहीं करना है मेरे को. अगर सिर्फ 2 ही एलिमेंट्स है तो भी तो वैसे ही रहेगा arrangement is equal to null. In all these cases, I don't need to do anything and I'll just return whatever it is. Should be fine. No, should be fine. क्या हो गया? And सही है. और आएगा कहाँ और? Sorry. My bad. अब सही है. Yeah, or. Okay, fine. Should be fine now. Yeah, works fine. So what I did was I basically segregated odd and even, and then I just combined them. Clear? Is that clear to everyone? Let's have 200 likes. Let's have 200 likes on the stream. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? Can I get a US from everyone? Just make sure whatever while loop you write, why do you check for odd.next? Because you're accessing odd.next. So if this guy is null, the highlighted guy is null, then there's going to be a problem. The highlighted guy cannot be null. Okay? The highlighted guy cannot be null. Bitu says, एक बार समझा दो. Bitu कुछ मत करो. देखो मैंने क्या किया Bitu. What I did was, I just made sure that I put a O, I put a E. And what I did was, for even I did this. Then I took even here. Then I again cut off this. And I pointed here. And then I again took even here. And it's over. So basically the even is the blue color. Right? And at the same time I did for odd. For odd what I did was I cut off this. And I took it here. And then I moved odd. Then again I cut off this. And I took it here. And moved odd. Then again I cut off this. And took it here. Moved odd. So the pink color is odd. So if I write the pink color, it's like 2, 3, 6, 7. So pink color is this. Then what I did was the even started at 1. So I attached 1, 5 and 4 to the back of it. And thereby I get this particular linked list. Clear? Recursion क्यों करना है भाई? ये simple सा को क्यों छेड़ना है भाई? Why do you want to do it? I just basically made an odd and an even and then I combined the odd and even. That's it. Got it? By recursion, why do you want to do recursion? It's so easily done, man. Don't complicate, dude. No need of complicating. Clear है सबको? Is this clear to everyone? पहले नहीं किया था ये सवाल. First time here. Nice. Hello everyone. Everyone clear. Shall I move to the next? Let's have a 200 likes on the stream. Okay. No, you cannot start DSA with linked list. DSA arrays varies pado yaar, fill linked list. Next question. Let's go to the next question. Are you solving with me? This question is a good one. Are you solving with me? Chef, I've submitted. Oh, I've submitted 2020 में I've submitted. क्या वैसे सबमिट किए थे देखते हैं. तो मैक्स मिन से किए होंगे. बड़ा छोटा बड़ा. I tried a lot of ways. 2019 में भी किया था मैंने. इसमें कौन सा वैसे किया था? छोटा बड़ा. Let's see the question. B2 because even Ned was standing, that's why. Just do one thing, take the code एक बार dry run करो, खुद समझ में आ जाएगा. Just do a dry run B2 once, you will understand. ठीक है? After the class, just do a dry run. These things will get clear. For linked list, the more you do dry runs, stuffs get more clear. Okay? I'll read the question. This is a good question. This is indeed a good question. Cadence, I'll go. I don't think. Let's give in maximum products up. Yeah, industry level code for Indians. When I used to code, I write a chota bada likhta tha. It's been very long. Yeah, it's been. I don't write codes like that. I'll explain you this. I'll explain you my way, and you'll be like, wow. I'll not explain the max min. I'll explain you a method. You'll be like, wow, it's so easy. Okay. Read the question. So what's the time now? 45 minutes, 36 minutes. Oh, 2 problems done. It's not in. I will not do Cadence. I don't think it's an extension of Cadence. It's an extension of logic actually. Yeah, kind of that. Yeah. Recursion DP. Nah, not needed. Recursion DP is not needed, man. Question. Read the question. I'll start in a minute. So next week I'm on a vacation. Don't expect any classes next week. 15th को एक class होगा. 15th को एक class होगा. Which will be Leetcode bi-weekly. This Sunday I'm attending a marriage. So this Sunday I'll not take any streams of Leetcode bi-weekly. I'll take the stream on Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday night I'll take, and upcoming Sunday I'll not take any streams. I am going Goa. So मैं गोवा जा रहा हूँ. Once I come back, then I'll take streams. Okay. Yeah, my marriage. Okay, let's understand the question. Given an integer array nums. Okay, so basically I'm giving an integer array nums. I'm saying you find me a contiguous non-empty subarray within the array that has the largest product and return the product. Makes sense. Find a contiguous non-empty subarray within the array that has the largest product and return the product. It's guaranteed that the answer will fit in 32-bit integer, which means int mein ho jayega. A subarray is a contiguous subsequence, contiguous subsequence of the array. Okay. Now assume this is the subarray given. So over here, which is the maximum. So if I take this portion of the subarray and if I multiply that, you will get as 6. Over here, if I consider, I don't think there is anyone apart from this guy who can give you the maximum. So this is the question. You have to figure out maximum contiguous subarray, right? So how do you solve such problems? Now what does your brain say? My brain states that, like, if I think of cases, let's form cases. Generally, when I got this question, like I got this question in one of my interviews, and I never saw this question beforehand. And like 2018 या 19 का बात है, कोई एक इंटरव्यू में मुझे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था. So how did I solve? So something that comes to my mind at first is, what if all the numbers are positive? All the numbers are positive. Then the answer is multiplication of all numbers. Agreed? Agreed? If all the numbers are positive, it's a multiplication of all numbers. If there are even negative numbers, then also the answer is multi of all. Right? And the third case that comes into my mind is if there are odd negative numbers, then the answer comes up, answer is multi of all, removing by not taking, ignoring one negative number. Can I say this? Because if we ignore one negative number, then it will be positive even numbers. Can I say these three cases are clear to you? Are these three cases clear to you? Sorry. All the numbers are positive, right? Multiplication of all. Even if there are negative numbers, but the number of negative numbers are even, then also you can multiply all. If there are odd negative numbers, you just need to remove one, because ignoring one negative number will make sure that everyone else is being taken care, right? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, everyone? Everyone's comfortable? What's the fourth case? Fourth case says, ठीक है, ignoring small negative number. Yeah, fourth case says कि what if there is a zero? If there is zero, then you have to just, like, if there is something like this, there is an array like this, and there is zero, and then there is again a zero, and then there is 3, 4, and again a zero. So basically then it becomes you have to solve this question, you have to again solve this portion, and you have to solve this portion. Do you agree that if there is a zero, then the question can be broken down like everything else, right? Can I say, apart from zero, you can just take up everything else? Like if there is a zero, you take this, then you take till here, then you take till here, and you apply this. The question again boils down to the same one. The question again boils down to the same question, that assume this as an array and solve, assume this as an array and solve, assume this as an array and solve, and the max of all of them will be the answer. Agreed? Agreed or not? Do you agree? Right. Okay, right. So we have kind of agreed on 4 cases, and I don't think there are any other cases. Do you think there are any other cases? I at least cannot think of any other cases. So I can say what I am looking forward is to ignore. What I'm looking forward is to ignore a negative number. The zero can be taken care. It's very simple. We just reset everything. Zero can be taken care. We just reset everything. But ignoring one negative number. So can I say, if I'm writing something like 2, 3, minus 1, 4, 5, then can I say, if I'm ignoring this negative number, then the answer will either be the prefix product max, because if I'm ignoring one number, left ka max or the right's max will be the maximum. Do you agree? If I am ignoring one negative number, then either the left product or the right product has to be max. Just think on this and give me yes if you agree. Because if you're removing one negative, then either the left or the right has to be maximum, no matter what you do. Agreed? Agreed? Yes, agreed, right? Either the left max or the right max. Now, can I write a code which always carries the prefix product? Can I write a code that always carries the suffix product? And if I can, I know the answer will be max of prefix product and suffix product. Do you agree? Do you agree? And I will insert a 0 now. I'll insert a 0. 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 2, 6, 7. Now, can I say, if I'm looking for, now if I'm standing here, now can I say, now left max will be only this much, and the right product will be only this much, because due to the zero, I cannot take the entire stuff, because then the product will become 0. Thereby, whenever there is a 0, you do not take it, and you again you restart taking the prefix product. Do you agree? Do you agree? Does everyone agree? 0 can be easily done. We basically ignore 0 and again take it. So it's the maximum of left product and right product, right? So can I say, if I try to write the code, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be 2 negative number है तो फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. मैं देखो लास्ट में पूरा का प्रोडक्ट भी ले लूंगा. I will also make sure at the end I'll take the entire product also, so that case is also covered. Okay, so that case is also covered. So let's think. So if I keep pre equal to, let's say 1, and I keep suff equal to 1. Let's keep it this way. Okay, and I keep maximum equal to 0. Okay, and what I will do is I will be like int I equal to 0, I lesser than n, I plus plus. क्या क्वेश्चन है? -2 आंसर -1 आएगा. हाँ ठीक है ना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कर लेंगे. तो क्योंकि मैक्स तो वही होगा ना, तो यहाँ पे मैक्स इक्वल टू इंट मीन कर देना. नहीं 2 0 1 में आंसर -1 आएगा. 0 को भी लेंगे ना, अपने मैक्सिमम को 0 इनिशियलाइज करेंगे. Sarvesh will initialize maximum to be 0, so that case is also taken care. Got it? We have, if you see carefully, I have initialized maximum to be 0. Got it, Sarvesh? So that the case that you are talking about will be taken care by itself. If I'm clear? Is that clear? If it's clear, then I'll move forward. If it's clear to everyone, I'll move forward. यस लिख दो, सब कोई फटाफट यस लिख दो, मजा आ जाएगा. If everyone writes a yes, then I'll move forward. Okay, cool. So I'll write I plus plus, and what I will write is, so I've taken a prefix equal to 1, I've taken a suffix equal to 1, and probably you can either take 0, and assuming it has no 0, so best that you can do is you can say nums of 0 को ही बना देते हैं, एक element को ही बना देते हैं. Now, I know one thing, I'm starting, correct? What if my prefix product is, what if my prefix product is 0 in this case? Like somewhere you got a 0 before and the prefix product becomes 0. If that's the case, you say prefix to be reset to 1. Same, if the suffix is 0, you say the suffix to be reset to 1. Simple. If there is a 0, you reset them to 1. Because then the left portion will not be considered. Now, can I say the prefix is equal to prefix into nums of I? And can I say the suffix is suffix into nums of n minus I minus 1? Indeed, that's the case. And can I say the maximum will be max of maximum, comma, max of prefix, comma, suffix. So all the suffixes, all the prefixes will be considered, correct? पूरा भी considered होगा, आधा भी considered होगा, सारे considered होंगे. At the end of the day, can I say I will return maximum? At the end of the day, can I say I'll return maximum? Make sense? Is that clear? Now you might argue, okay, crystal clear to everyone? Suffix क्या हो गई? अरे यार, अरे यार ये क्या हो रहा है? ये इंसर्ट, अरे इंसर्ट का बटन, कीबोर्ड में इंसर्ट का बटन एक्टिवेट हो गया. कैसे बंद करते हैं कीबोर्ड में? anyone has an idea about how to stop this insert button? If anyone has an idea about how to stop this insert button, please let me know. Press 0. नहीं, रिफ्रेश तो नहीं होगा, कीबोर्ड का इशू है. फिर से दबाओ दो, प्रेस इंसर्ट. अरे इंसर्ट है ही नहीं इसमें. इंसर्ट, हाँ ठीक है. थैंक यू. हो गया. Submit 0, 100% faster. So basically what I did was I took every prefix and I took every suffix. So all the cases gets automatically covered because for everyone I am considering every prefix. सारा left max ले लिया, सारा right max ले लिया. तो अगर एक नेगेटिव भी है तो मैं सारा left max ले रहा हूँ, सारा right max ले रहा हूँ. So you're basically checking out all left maxes, all right maxes. And at the end of the day, the entire prefix will contain the entire maximum, entire multiplication as well, right? There's no need to dry run, dude. You don't dry run, you're not kid, man. Printing is tough. Pratish, if you wish to print, then you have to put a lot of cases. If you're wishing to print, तो यहाँ पे तुम्हें prefix का केस लगाना पड़ेगा. कहाँ से हो रहा है? यहाँ पे जब 1 हो रहा है उसका केस लगाना पड़ेगा. So there will be a lot of stuffs that you have to do. कब 1 हो रहा है उसको स्टोर करना पड़ेगा. समझ रहे हो? Sure, I'll do that, Anav, for you. Let's take this. -2, Anav says -2, 0, -1. Okay. So Anav, if you carefully observe, the maximum, okay, the maximum has been taken as -2. So I've taken maximum as -2. Now, if prefix is 0, what I'm doing is I'm doing a prefix of 1 and suffix as 1. So whenever this goes here, prefix is -2. Okay, prefix is -2. Suffix is -1. So max of prefix suffix done. Next time whenever it comes to 0, comes back and does -2 into 0 will give you 0. So when you do a 0, so you will automatically get the maximum as 0. Got it? Got it? I've got it now. 257 watching and you people are not liking. Very bad. Very, very bad. Let's have 300 likes. Okay, has everyone understood this? Everyone. Has everyone understood this? Oh yeah, you can use that as well. Thank you. I've never used that. You can use that as well. So I've considered all the prefix suffixes. So will this be in your brains forever now? Will this be in your brains forever? Okay. Will this be in your brains forever? Just look at the beauty. I've considered every prefix and every suffix and taken the maximums of all of them. Okay, done. Can I use from everyone? Then I'll move. अरे इंट्यूशन तो समझाया भाई. ओ भाई क्या कर रहे तुम भाई? पूरा सामने स्टार्टिंग में क्या बताया मैंने? I told intuition only ना in the front. I wrote those 4 points. I told my thought process. Thought was very simple ना. I have to remove one element, so I have to consider all prefixes and all suffixes. That's it. Not sure next session. Let's see. Subhash is doing CF. You can follow him. You see everyone, right? Chirag, we did not take it because for an array like this, For an array like this, what should be the answer according to you? The answer should be -1, right? For an array like only -1. That's why if you take maxi as 0, that will not work, right? Got it? Chirag, get your answer? छोटा बड़ा छोड़ो ना, ये सीखो, ये अच्छा है, ये सीखो. Okay, done. Let's go to the next one. Moving to the next one. Intuition is very simple. I'm looking forward to just remove one element. Okay. Or I take the entire multiplication. So the entire multiplication will always be in prefix at the end of the day. Whenever you have traversed all, prefix will have the entire multiplication. If there is no negative. And if there are zeros, then you have to remove. So whenever there is a zero, you reset, because then the left side doesn't matters. And the other cases being, you have to remove one element. So since you have to only remove one element, you have taken prefixes, prefix max. You've always considered prefix, or you've always considered suffix. All suffixes have been considered. So if one element has to be removed, this is the suffix and this is the prefix. It has been considered. So ideally you're considering this suffix, this suffix, this suffix, this suffix. All suffixes are considered. So you're basically removing every time a single element. All elements are being removed and tested. That's the intuition. Okay? Cool, let's move to the next one. So there is a stream of character question. It's a try question. I'm assuming there's a lot of people who do not know try. So I'll keep this for the end of the day. Like, we'll do this at the last half an hour. Before that, let's complete the remaining problems, which does not involve a tougher concept like try, but I'll do that, don't worry. I'll be doing this at the end of the day. So if you're waiting for this, you can join in the last half an hour. So let's quickly do this house robber 3, which is, I guess, a medium question. You cannot iterate n by 2. Sorry. Okay, let's read this question and take some time and read the question. Take some time and read the question. So let me know if you've understood the question. Let's aim for 300 likes. अरे कल लेंगे भाई today's problem. I'm doing a day wise, dude. अगर प्रॉब्लम क्या डोमिनेंट टाइलिंग, अरे तो इजी है यार, मैंने कोई तो स्ट्रीम में कराया था. This question is copy from Code Forces. It's a copy of Code Forces. Seen this question somewhere on Code Forces. Anyway, I think this is a mathematical problem. So to be done easily. Jump game 3 बोल रहे हो, Friday बोल रहे हो, जो भी we'll just do till here, and next week I'll do all these things. I'll go day wise. I'll not jump. House robber 3. House robber 2 करा चुका हूँ. I've already done house robber 2. The house robber 2 question has already been done. It came in some house robber 2 का question मैं करा चुका हूँ. कब कराया था मैं बता देता. नहीं, ये नहीं कराया. ये same question है यार. All our questions are same. Anyways, let's do this so you'll understand this. Company tag. I don't have Leetcode Premium. It expired. It expired. DP का लॉजिक नहीं समझ में आया. Cannot help. I'm assuming you know concepts. So we are just solving problems. We are not learning concept. We are solving problems. For concepts and all, you can follow series. Playlist किसी का देख लो, या फिर मेरा आएगा तो देखना. अभी के लिए I'm not teaching concepts. I'm just telling you the pattern of solving. That's it. Read the question and give me a UQ the moment you understand the question. Okay. अरे मैं गोवा किसके साथ जा रहा हूँ, इस पे क्यों आपको इंटरेस्ट? पढ़ाई करो. You follow me on Instagram, you'll get to know. Okay, read the question, give me a UQ if you understood this. Okay, Richa, Nagar, Pratish, Prathif, okay. Okay, you can, looks like everyone has understood the question. 1 घंटा ही हुआ है क्लास का, ठीक है. Okay, so let's understand. The thief has found himself a new place for the thievery again. There is only one entrance to this area called root. Beside the root, each house has one and only one parent house. After a tour, the smart thief realized that all houses in this place form a binary tree. Okay. It will automatically contact the police if two directly linked houses were broken into the same night. Given the root of the binary tree, return the maximum amount of money the thief can rob without alerting the police. Okay. So if you see, these guys are not directly connected. So you can pick these guys. You cannot pick two, because if you pick two and three are connected. So it's the same question as the first one. The only stuff over here is this, that you do not, yes, the only stuff over here is this, you do not pick up any stuff like adjacent. You cannot pick any adjacent, you cannot pick. So going over here, you could have picked 3 1 3 1, but 3 plus 1 plus 3 6 plus 7 8 data. But if you pick 4 and 5, that will give you 9. So you have to pick in such a way that it's the maximum. You have to pick in such a way that it's the maximum. So can I say it's very similar to the previous question where I say you'll pick or you'll not pick. Do you agree with this? It's pretty much similar to the previous question where you'll say whether you pick or you do not pick. I mean, if you agree, pretty much similar to the question where you say that you pick it or you do not pick it. अरे भाई अभी क्या लिए पढ़ाई करो ना, टुडेज चैलेंज पीछे पड़ गए हो, लिटरली पीछे ही पड़ गए हो भाई यार, इस पर फोकस करो डूड. टीचिंग समथिंग उस पर नहीं फोकस करके बकवास किए जाना है बस. Yes, similar, right? So if it's similar, can I say I can write a private function again, and this time can I write it something like this? Like if I ask you, how are you going to write this? The common question will be, okay, let's write a function. Definitely let's write a function as we wrote over there, and we know we are going to start with the root, no doubt in this. We're definitely going to start with the root. Now I know if the root reaches null, that's over. That's for sure. That's over. If the root at any moment reaches null, that's over. So you can just return a 0. And there can be a steal case and there can be a not a steal case. So if I'm stealing something, we need to be very, very careful. If I am stealing, then what happens? Let's understand. If I am stealing the particular guy, can I say or picking? Can I say the particular guy will be added to the answer because I'm picking it? That's for sure. Do you agree? If I'm picking someone, the particular guy will be your answer. And if I'm picking someone, can I pick the next one? No, I cannot. There is no option that you can pick the next one. If this guy is picked, can you pick this guy? No. So you should directly move to this guy, which is left of left, and you should directly move to this guy, which is left of right. Agreed? Agreed? Yes, agreed. So I can say, if you're picking someone, you cannot just move to the left and right. You have to move to the next guy and the next guy, right? So, and if you're picking this guy, you also cannot move to here. You have to move to here, and if there exists someone, to here. The 4 movements that you have to do. You cannot move to the next. But if you cannot move to the next, then there are 4 guys. The next will have 2 childrens. You directly move there. Got it? Got this? If there's a children, and if you pick this, you have to move here, 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 and here. Right? Clear? But how can you move here if this guy exists and if this guy exists? Because if the left and right children are not there, वो जाएगा ही कहाँ? So just be very careful that on the left there should be something. Be very, very careful. And if there is something, you will be like, okay, I have picked root val, and my answer will be now going and saying roots left, roots left, right. Correct? So I have picked the left one. अब यहां पे आएगा, if there is roots right, then pick can be function root left side lefts function roots rights. That's for pick. Correct? What about not pick? Not pick is very simple. If you do not pick anyone, you basically say, okay, let's go to the left and let's go to the right. And at the end of the day, you can say return max of pick, not pick. As easy as it can get. Understood? Pick plus equal to, अरे देखो ये पिक किया, अब इधर जाके उनका भी तो लेना है ना, उनको काम करने दो, अपना रिकर्शन को करने दो. That's why plus equal to. Let the recursion do its job. So can I say the answer will be return function of root? We could have done in this only, but anyways, that's what I've done. Yes. तो फिर सिर्फ इसी में जाएगा, इसीलिए तो दो अलग अलग इफ लिखा है. बट दिस विल टीएलई, मैंने पहले सबमिट किया नहीं किया. दिस विल टीएलई. Yes, this will TLE. So how will you make sure that this is not TLE? This is a root. So please make sure you can just memorize this. Probably you can use an unordered map. Just use a private variable. Unordered map of tree node star, and you can just keep the answer of DP. That should be fine. And yeah, like DP of root, and you can be like, if DP of root is previously visited, if DP of dot find root is not equal to DP of end, then you can directly return DP of root, whatever it is storing. Should be fine. Yeah, I understand nothing, but it's cool. वाह, तो फिर क्या कर रहे हो इधर? Yeah, works fine. 94.37 faster. That's perfect. Has everyone understood this? अच्छा, दो बार प्राइवेट लिख दिया क्या? हाँ ठीक है, चलेगा. ऐसे हटा दो. Okay, has everyone understood this? I think of edge case adat. Basically, if you call root left of left, this has to be not null. So you have to check. Otherwise, क्या होगा? Null of left आ जाएगा, which will give you. Why? Got this? If this is null, it will be null of left. That's why you have to check. क्या हुआ? Arijit, I did not understand. Time complexity big of n. Time complexity big of n. I don't think you can do it using memoization. Without using memoization, it's not possible. It'll give TLE. Simple enough. Very, very simple enough. Because you have to store tree node star. So how will you declare an array? That's why you have to declare something as unordered map to memorize it. It can be done using post-order traversal without extra space. Not sure. You can try that out. I've at least not seen that solution. Like I do it using this way. Basically, all the robber questions are dynamic programming. I'm not sure. Probably I'll check that out afterwards. For variables, yeah, you can. Logically, can you? Yeah, if you do this using post order, I'll go over here. No, can you optimize? I'm not sure if you can. Not sure. I have to think. At least I'm not sure of a solution which can be optimized. There might be a solution. There might be a solution. Not sure. एनीवेज सब यस लिख दो अगर समझ में आ गया तो नेक्स्ट पे जाएंगे यूसी लिख दो समझ में आ गया तो नेक्स्ट पे जाएंगे that's a db on trees yeah that's a db on trees max of even yeah you could have done I'm not sure if we could have because it's dependent I have to think actually think actually not sure I think actually if this can be solved in a better way I cannot think at least as of now can I do this using post order level order कर सकते हैं level ओ कर तो सकते हैं लेवल ऑर्डर हाँ लेवल ऑर्डर कर सकते हैं तभी क्यू लग जाएगा ना लेवल ऑर्डर में भी तो क्यू लगेगा तो स्पेस तो आ ही रहा है देयर विल बी स्पेस ना इन लेवल ऑर्डर आल्सो यू हैव टू यूज क्यू आई कांट थिंक आई कांट थिंक ऑर्डर लगेगा ना anyway let's get to the next question which is okay minimum cost to move chips लीड कोड क्या ये हाँ इजी पढ़ लो क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो क्वेश्चन पढ़ लो not sure you can give it a try yeah Gaurav that also works but that will involve one more variable na of to remember whether you picked the previous one or not that's aim for 400 likes guys ये कोड फोर्सेस का क्वेश्चन है हाँ लगा ये सब क्वेश्चन कोड फोर्सेस के है I'll do this think read the question and let me know if you've understood it okay I'll give you some time read the question and let me know if you've understood this easy one yes Pratish correct okay, I mean if you've seen my try playlist so please make sure you watch the try playlist to learn tries completely ठीक है take it forward पे ट्राई प्लेलिस्ट देख लेना so they're pretty much solving 7 problems in 2 hours which is good in last question if you return a pair in which first will get pick and second can be done you can try solving ना लीड कोड है यार सबमिट करना मुझे क्यों बोल रहे हो सबमिट कर लो या कृतिका भाई आपको गूगल माउंटेन व्यू जाना चाहिए क्यों माउंटेन व्यू में गूगल का दूसरा कंपनी है क्या ये सब लॉजिक बंद करो यार कि माउंटेन व्यू में सब जगह काम तो काम ही होता है डूड। इंडिया में करो, यूरोप में करो, कहीं भी करो यार, काम तो काम है। माउंटेन व्यू में अलग से क्या कुछ जड़ी बूटी थोड़ी मिला देते गूगल में भाई। माउंटेन व्यू में गूगल क्या थोड़ा फास्ट थोड़ी चलता है भाई। इंडिया में google.com जैसे चलता है, माउंटेन व्यू में भी वैसे ही चलता होगा ना। प्लेलिस्ट में जितना ही काफ़ी है। Let's understand the question. We have n chips where the ith chip is position I. We need to move all the chips to the same position. It says if you're moving them by +2. Yes, if you're moving them by +2. ठीक है? Yeah, Sujan, I'll correct that. I'll correct that. Don't worry. If you move them into +2 or -2, then it'll be a 0, and if you move them to +1 or -1, that means adjacent, the cost will be taken as 1. So they want you to return the minimum cost so that everyone is together. Okay, so the first observance that I can say is what if all are at even positions? All are at even positions. Very simple. If all are at even positions like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I'll just move all of them to some position. Like I'll say 2, take a jump of 2 and come to 4. 2, after that again take a jump and come to 6. Or 4, come to 2. 4 can easily come to 2. 6 can also easily come to 2. 8 can also easily come to 2. 10 can also easily come to 2 by taking a jumps of 2 and 2. So the costing will be 0 if all are at even positions. Do you agree? The costing will be 0. Because all will take jumps of 2 and come across. Do you agree? Do you agree? Everyone agrees? Because if all are at even positions, you're going to do a jump. Similarly, if all are at odd positions, can I say costing will be 0? Again, the same reason, because if all are at odd positions, you just make sure they jump by 2 and come to the same position. Simple as that. Something like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Make sure they jump by 2 and come to 1. So again, the costing will be 0. They'll jump by 2. But the problem arises when some odd and some even are there. Something like you have 1, 3, 7, 9, and you have something like 12, 16, 18. So as of now, we have 4 odds and so evens. So can I say I will just make sure 18, or I'll just make sure all of them, like 18 and 16, can come to 12. That's for sure. This can go to 12 and this can also go to 12 at the cost of 0. Now can I say this 9 can go to 11, this 7 also can go to 11, this 3 can also go to 11, and this 1 can also go to 11 at the cost of 0. Do you agree? Do you agree that all of them can go to 0? All of them can go to 11. And once all of them have gone to 11, can I say there are 4 numbers which are at 11? So from 11 to 12, I can carry the 4 numbers, and that will cost me 4 rupees. So the total cost will be 4. The cost will be 4. But isn't it better if I move the even numbers? Like I do it something like this. I'll say I'll bring all of them to 9, which will cost me 0. Perfect. I bring all of them to 9, that costed me 0. I bring all of them to 10. I bring all of them to 10, which costed me again 0. Then I took these 3 10s to 9, that costed me 3. So don't you think in basically it's the minimum of odd numbers and even numbers? Do you think it's the minimum of odd numbers and even numbers is the answer? Indeed. As the minimum of odd numbers and even numbers is the answer. Agreed? Do you agree? Oh, do you agree? Works fine. Cool. I didn't understood this. I didn't understood this. I check for odd. If it's odd, I just add it up. I check for even. If it's an even, I just add it up. At the end of the day, return minimum of odd. ठीक है समझ गए और मैं विवेक उत्कर्ष एवरीवन यूसी एवरीवन विद यूसी okay why I used another map memoization dude memoization how will you memorize in an array you have to use some hashing data structure another map can be used Mahesh your live is running late cool let's take it to 400 likes guys come on 400 likes let's target. Can you help me in your last dash round? 1 crore देगा? Yeah, I was just this will make sure that I don't create another copy. A reference. I don't create another copy. Prashant takes if you just write IT, it will create one more copy. It takes a bit more time. Okay, cool. Java में कैसे होगा? If you can't count odd and even numbers in Java, what will I do now? Odd even number count करना थोड़ी सिखाऊंगा dude. Okay. How minimum function work? There's a question पूछ रहे हो. Let's go to the next one. Please read the question. Why even smaller companies pay more even in remote jobs compared in India so that they can fire you anytime they wish to. Did you hear that story about one of the CEOs firing, Better.com CEO firing 900 people over Zoom call? Better.com fires 900. Yeah. Over Zoom call. He just did a Zoom call and he was like, everyone on the Zoom call is fired. And right after he ended the call, and the moment he ended the call, all their access was gone. So 900 employees. Now this is what happens when you when like this will never happen if you're working at a big tech giant. They will never ever fire you. They will always help you out in your tough times, right? So that's why people say Fang is overhyped. It's okay, but there is a reason why it is overhyped. If you are following me on Instagram, you saw that story where I showed you $1,600. Like if I just show you, see Google, see Google $1,600. I just give you a news. क्या आ रहा है? ये देखो additional staff bonus 1 day ago. If I just open this, you can see this. 16. I first read it as 1,600 rupees, and $1,600 is huge, man. It's kind of $1,600 to INR is amazing. It's वैसे ही सो के उठा मेल भेज दिया लो इतने पैसे. So you expect these things over at big tech giants which you don't expect in smaller companies. That's it. So this is why people do prefer bigger giants, because you have a lot of stability, you have a lot of health insurance. I'll give an instance. If you see my पता नहीं दिख रहा है कि नहीं, if you see over here, there's this much cut. So there was a tumor over here which was operated, and this operation costed me around 4 to 5 lakh rupees, and I did not give a single penny. Everything gets covered in these kind of things, so that's why. नया जॉर्डन खरीदूंगा मैं $1,600 के. I get it. Let's get to 400 likes. Come on, guys. Yes, I'll solve the try question then. Don't worry. And this is the last question before I move to try. No, एक और है. हाँ, ये last question है. 7 question में ये last question है. इसके बाद ये करेंगे stream of characters. Yeah, I did not pay a rupee. The entire amount was paid. The bill was around 4,75,000. The entire amount was paid by my company. Not a single rupees I paid. I had a huge team. I was in Calcutta's best hospital, which is Apollo, and मैं पूरा private room में था. I had everything, TV वीवी सब था, and I took the best services. ऐसा भी नहीं है कि बस ज़बरदस्ती operation करा है. It was one of the best hospitals and best rooms. Everything was, सारा मुझे मिल गया था. The email ID for mock interview Let's Code is striver0709. You want to give a mock interview? Ping me at striver0709@gmail.com. Probably this next week I might take a mock interview. I'll go Poland once my work visa arrives. Visa नहीं है अभी. Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm fine now. सब जगह होता है. Bigger tech giants do take care of you. So don't worry about that. भाई इतने पैसे लिए गर्लफ्रेंड भी देते हैं क्या? बैंक बैलेंस ज़्यादा होगा तो मिल जाएंगे ना बाहर से, है कि नहीं? And let's see the question. It's basically given, you'll be given a linked list. So 101, and you know how it is converted. This one is 1 into 2 to the power 0. This 0 is 0 into 2 to the power 1. This one is 1 into 2 to the power 2. Okay, so basically you get this as 1, this as 0, and you get this as 4. So in total it will give you as 5. You know this method? You know this method? So what you will do is you know one thing. Assume you're given something like 1, 0 and 1. So what you will do is, it's very, very simple. You take this one, yes, you take this one, and you just add it to your answer. Okay. And after that, you move to the next one. The moment you move to the next one, whatever answer you were storing, you multiply that into 2. Okay. And after that, add this plus 1. So makes it 3. Next time you move here, whatever answer you are storing, make it into 2 and make it 6. And this is plus 0. So becomes 6 itself. Next, you're coming here, again do a into 2, makes it 12. And this was plus 1, so plus 1 makes it 13. So this is what you'll do. Simple as that. Is this clear? While moving, just do a multiply 2, multiply 2. Maths, simple maths. Why multiply 2? Simple maths. Simple maths. If you know left shift, what are you doing? You are just shifting it left. What I did was, you had a 1, 1, 0, 1, correct? You are 1, 1, 0, 1, correct? So how do you generally solve? If I say you just have a 1, and after that you moved 1 here, after that you moved 1 here, after that you moved 1. So this is kind of multiplication 2, multiplication 2, and multiplication 2, isn't it? Isn't it? This one, that's multiplication 2. First time you just took 1, and then you just keep on shifting it the more you move towards right. Make sense? Understood? Everyone? Everyone understood? अब आदत हो गया. अब give me any Leetcode question. It's at least Leetcode वाले तो मैं फटाफट कर लेता हूँ. अब मुझे उतना नहीं पड़ता है. Yeah, let's code. I got it. I have my okay. Sure. 22nd December. I'm not sure. What's the next Saturday? I'll take one on 18th. Oh, not sure. Yeah, 18th. 18th is when I'll take it. I'll ping you. Okay, I'll ping you on 18th. 18th है ना, तो I'll ping you on 16th or 17th. 17th को ping करूँगा, ठीक है? So this is basically into 2, right? So can I say it's very simple. Just keep answer equal to int, answer equal to 1, and then you can just go till headers not equal to null. and you can be like answer equal to answer into 2 पहले कर दूं. Just make sure it's initially 0, and once you've done this you can just give it head क्या है valid. That's it, and you can return the answer, and you can do head equal to head next. Simple as that. Clear? Understandable? Has everyone got this? Has everyone got this? Everyone. Let's take it to 400 likes. Come on, guys. Let's take it to 400. Has everyone understood this? Not right shift, Amritpal, left shift. Yeah, you can do that as well, Mihir. That's sticky. Which do you prefer, Samsung or TCS? Samsung, भाई. Samsung और TCS में कौन पूछता? Done? Okay, perfect. Cool. Let's move to the last question, which is stream of characters. As I said, I'll solve it in the end. Okay. Let's please read the question. And here goes the question. It's a Leetcode hard, by the way. I want you to read the question and then we'll get started. Okay. Segmentary 2 hoga. Tomorrow segmentary 2. So guys, for everyone watching out there, I have already taken a class on segment trees, masterclass on CodeBeyond. You can watch that out. And tomorrow I'll be taking the second edition of that class, where we will be starting off with lazy propagation, and then I'll be solving Fenwick trees. I will be moving forward. Okay, so make sure you watch the previous classes of CodeBeyond and segment trees, and then we can get started. Try अगर नहीं पढ़ा तो कंटिन्यू मत करो, नहीं समझ में आएगा. Please read tries. It's very simple. Just give try playlist. Just Google this, you'll get the answer. Just go and search try playlist. अभी तक Google ने मेरा को लिस्ट नहीं किया है, तुरंत आ जाएगा. रुक जाओ, 10-15 दिन में आ जाएगा. टेक इट फॉरवर्ड लिख दो. Try playlist. You'll get the entire try playlist. Okay. So I'll highly recommend you to watch this out. आया नहीं यहाँ playlist. अगर टेक इट फॉरवर्ड पे जाओगे तो मिल जाएगा. यहाँ पे playlist है. प्लेलिस्ट पे जाना, ये देखो ट्राई सीरीज है. ये ट्राई सीरीज पूरा देख लो. बहुत लोग देख रहे हैं तो देख सकते हो यू विश टू. व्यूज़ क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा पता नहीं, मतलब अच्छे व्यूज़ है यार इसमें तो. 12,000 व्यूज़ है, तो इसको अभी देख सकते हो. इट्स एन एंटायर ट्राई प्लेलिस्ट. यू विल अंडरस्टैंड एवरीथिंग इन ट्राइज. ट्रस्ट मी, आफ्टर यू डू दिस प्लेलिस्ट, दिस क्वेश्चन दैट आई हैव ओपन्ड विल बी ऐसे होगा. ये लाइक क्या है ये, ठीक है. सो प्लीज वॉच दिस आउट. इट्स complete वैसा है. Okay, cool. Let's understand this. Segment trees masterclass private है क्या? Not sure. Let me just quickly check this off. Segment trees. No, it should be there, right? No, it's not private. Here's the class. Command C, Command V. Here's the class. Here goes the title. Is title say masterclass range query DS segment trees Fenwick trees. This is the part 1. Yeah, this is the part 1 that I've taken already. So I have done a lot of problems over here. So you can check this off. ठीक है, इसको पूरा चेक कर लेना. बहुत बड़े बड़े कोड्स लिखा था मैंने, इसको चेक कर लेना. And tomorrow I'll be doing the part 2 of it. Okay. Cool. So we will go across this question now. याद का नहीं करेंगे. This is the last question. अपन लोग क्या क्या कर लिया आज. अगर मैं रिफ्रेश एक बार कर दूं तो आई गेस एक बार रिफ्रेश कर देता. टिक मार्क होता है क्या? ये टिक मार्क नहीं हो रहा ना. आज करेंगे तो ही टिक मार्क होगा. कोई नहीं, सह लेंगे थोड़ा. कितने प्रॉब्लम्स हुए मेरे. चार 413. नाइट. Okay, stream of characters. If you don't know try, you can drop. If you don't know try, you can drop. आज का next week 7 days का साथ एक बार में करेंगे 7 days together once. ठीक है. Tomorrow is there a bi-weekly tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is a bi-weekly. December 11. हाँ कल ही है 11. Night question, night. Stream of characters. So if you don't know tries, you can drop off, guys. If you don't know tries, you can drop off. मेरे को भी नींद आ गया, सोऊंगा ये वाला क्वेश्चन करके. Okay, let's read this question. Okay, we have 500 likes. Super. Amazing, guys, amazing. Okay, design an algorithm. Yes, that is consistency. Design an algorithm that accepts a stream of characters and checks if a suffix of these characters is a string of given array of strings words. Okay. For example, if words ABC and stream added the 4 characters AXYZ, your algorithm should one by one. Okay. And the stream added the 4 characters XY of characters matches. Okay, let's understand. So stream checker says there is CD FKL. Query A false, query B false, C false, query D true, because from the back there is someone with D, because from their back there is someone with D. Okay, and there is query E again false, F true, because from the back there is someone with F. So it's not a prefix, it's a suffix check that they want to do. So basically they're checking accepts a new character from the stream and returns true if any non-empty suffix from the stream forms a word that is in votes. So basically you'll be given a word and you just need to tell if that word is present in any of the suffix or not. Nice. Okay, cool. So can you tell me how will you do this? Any idea on how will you do this? Yes. Just store the reverse of every string, yeah. If you just store the reverse of every string, that will work. If you just store the reverse of every string and then check for the existence, it's going to work. But do you need a try? That's the biggest question. Do you need a try? Just think. क्वेश्चन समझने दो. आपके सारे लाइव वीडियोस अवेलेबल रहेंगे ना टू वॉच इट. हाँ, कैन ऑल्सो बी डन यूजिंग रोलिंग हैश. नॉट श्योर. मुझे पहले तो क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा अनक्लियर है. मैं क्वेश्चन क्लियर करता हूँ. Design an algorithm that accepts a stream of characters and checks if a suffix of these characters is a string of a given array of string words. Okay. XY set of the characters matches XYZ from the words. Cool. Something like A, B, C, D. So D and C. So CD is in the word list. Yes. E, F. So A, B, C, D, E, F. So E, F is in the word list. ठीक है. G, H, I, J, K, L. K, L is in the word list. ठीक है. So basically, what you have to do is you have to first to make sure all of these are in the reverse order, and then whatever character they are giving you, you just have to append that into the string. Whatever character that they are giving you, you have to just append that on the string, and you just need to check, does it exist? Does it exist or not? So I can say that I will create a try. Yes, I can say that I can create a try. I'll create a try, and if you don't know how to create a try, please watch this playlist. Struct of node, and you can be like node star of lengths of 26 and boolean of flag equal to false. That's how you generally do it. And in order to write a better one, like industry level code, you can easily write it. So यहाँ पे अपन क्या करेंगे? We will first make sure that there is a try object. That's the first thing that I'll do, that there is a try object. Okay, so this is the class try, and initially this try will always have a root. So let's have a root for this guy, which is node star root. Then I will definitely have a try ka class where I will say root is equal to new of node. Perfect. So this is also done, new of node. Once this is done, I can say I'll also have a function which inserts a string. So public void insert a string. How's the string inserted? You will always take a try, which is node star node equal to root. That's the starting. Now you will start iterating the string. Remember, the string is inserted from the backsize. The string will always be inserted from the backsize. Just make sure this is taken care. You'll always insert the string from the back, or will you insert it from the front? Front से भी insert कर सकते हैं क्या? अच्छा, front से insert कर देते हैं. नहीं, DC check कर रहा हूँ. नहीं, back से insert करेंगे. So you will basically check if the node contains key of the string I. Okay, so for this you have to write this contains wala stuff. So you can be like boolean contains key, and you can be like give it the character word, character ch, and if it contains, it will return you a true. So basically return links of ch minus a. If it contains, it's going to return you a true or a false. क्या लिख रहे हो? अपने ही बात सब किए जा रहा है भाई, मैं यहाँ प्रोग्राम सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, कुछ है ही नहीं क्या यार. If it contains, it's okay, but if it does not contains, it's very important that you say the node to please put on this character si a new node. So please just put a new node. So it's very simple. You say please put. So it's like void put a character ch and a node star node. So you can be like, okay, links of ch minus a can be written as equal to node. Okay, so that's what I've done. I've put, and once I put it, I can say node equal to node dot next or get s of I. So I can write get of s of I, and I can easily write node star get of character ch, and I can return the links of ch minus a. Okay, that's what I've done. Perfect. So node dot get ho gaya, and we have successfully done. Once we have successfully done, we can just set end. So this will set end. So we can again write a boolean function which sets end. So it will be like flag equal to true. Perfect. So industry level code, flag equal to true ho gaya. Perfect. Set end ho gaya, sab kuch ho gaya. This is how you will easily insert. Okay, this is how you will easily insert. So can I say for every string of words, probably I can create a try class, private try class, and what I will do over here is I will just iterate for the string on words, and I'll say try dot insert of it. So please make sure you try dot insert. So the insert will work, and you can just please make sure you try is created. By the way, works fine. Try is created in this way, and node will be created. Try will be inserted. Once the try is inserted, please make sure you also carry a string query. Okay, and this can be easily written something like this. And for every character, you can just add this letter to it. And now you need to check if it exists, which is query. Okay, query string hoga ye. Query string dot size -1 I greater than equal to 0 I minus minus. Now from the back, you need to check does it exist or not. So if you have this try node, okay, इसको अपन यहीं कर सकते हैं create. Okay, no issue. There's an insert function. Well, we can insert it over here itself. Okay, let's insert it over here itself. Let's write a node star root. Let's just insert it over here. Command X. No, insert to sahi hai. Okay, let's run an insert function over here itself. Okay, so I've inserted over here, and should be fine. Class try को हटा देते हैं, जरूरत नहीं है. So okay, so what I've done is I've taken a node root, and initially this will be normal. And just keep it as new node, simple as that. And this is insert function है, root का इधर हो जाएगा, and you can just write it as root equal to new node. यहाँ पे भी कर सकते हैं. And over here what you'll do is once this is done, what you can do is you can basically check again, take the same thing. You can say node star node equal to a root, and you can be like, okay, I just need to check if this particular word exists or not. If node contains key, yes, if node contains key of query s of I, if it contains it, and please check for a boolean is end return flag. If it contains, remember this, if it contains, then it's perfect. But if it does not contains, then there's a problem. Then you return false. It has to be there. And if it is there, remember this, if it is there, you need to check if that node is end. And if it is end, then you know this is a word. You can say it exists. Or you can just keep on moving it to node equal to node get query of s of I. Just move it to the next. And at the end of the day, if none of them contains a word, you can just return a false. And it should be fine. Function does not return a value. कौन सा function भाई? ट्राई क्या हो गया भाई इसको? ट्राई तो नहीं हो. To try, I've written the insert over here. We find a query is string छोटा होगा, s छोटा होगा. Call the insert function. Okay, we got a wrong answer. Interesting. Where's the difference? Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's check this out. We are saying plus equal to letter. We're starting with the root. And have we inserted it in the opposite direction? We have indeed inserted it into the opposite direction. So just put of s of I, get of s of I, set end. And should be fine. I'm saying insert if it doesn't exist. And right after that, you can just go across and say get s, which is ch minus I. Again, 26. So letter is a lowercase. 26 है, character है, node पे डाल दिए हैं. एक सेकंड, get है, set flag equal to true है, is end है. So if I'm inserting, I'm setting the end at the end of the day. That's perfect. So I'm inserting every character. Perfect. And C A आया, B आया, C आया, D आया. तो अपन क्या किए, D और C चेक किए. हाँ, D और C में ये तो है. D और C गया. अगर नोड कंटेन्स करता है तो नोड का एजेंट चेक कर ले. तो एंड में भी अगर if नहीं, ये भी तो सही है. अगर नोड गेट क्वेरी कर देता है, फॉल्स का ट्रू है, ट्रू का फॉल्स है, उल्टा आ गया तो सारे फॉल्स हैं. Okay, cool. Looks like there's a problem. If I'm saying contains key, it's fine. If it contains C, it contains D has to have a is. It has to have a. Correct. No, it does not. That guy will not have, no. If it is having, then this particular guy will, no. That particular guy. True. It's true. It's true. So I'll just bring it here and that should work. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, changed. Perfect. Accepted. Cool. We're pretty much done with this. As this is done. I solved this problem, I think, someday back. When did I solve it? Yeah, when I was taking a try class, probably. Anyways, is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? So basically what I did was I made sure, just to give a brief, I made sure I insert them into the try in the opposite fashion. And then whenever the query came, I just kept on appending. And I checked from the opposite, did it exist? Did any of the suffix exist or not? So if any of the suffix existed, like I was basically checking, is this node in the try? If the node is in the try, we go to that node and we check, is that node marked as end? Which essentially means it's a word and you're returning a true. That's it. So basically, just make sure what I did was, just a minute. Basically, what I did was whatever over here was like CDFL. So what I did was I stored it as DC, then I stored it as F and KL. Okay, this was stored. Then when the queries came in, A, B, C, D. So when I had the D, then I started checking for D. And I started checking for D, there was a D. And I started checking for C, there was a C. Thereby this is a word which exists. Thereby I can say a suffix did exist. That's what I've checked. Is there a word exist? Yes. Go to that word and check if that's end. If that's end, I say yes. Why 26? Because it has been clearly stated as there will always be lowercase letters. That's why 26. Please watch out tries का playlist देख लो, बहुत easy है. What's the tries playlist? This problem is like this. Trust me, what's the try playlist? This is an easy problem to code. No, you cannot optimize this. You have to make a DFS call. I am not sure if you can optimize this. Can I optimize this? Let me think. Probably rolling hash हो सकता है. That can be done with big of fun. If you use rolling hash, can be done using big of fun. Tries का playlist देख के इसको देखो, पूरा easy लगेगा. तो try का playlist देख लो, फिर watch it. This will look very very easy. Okay, so looks like I am able to complete today. कितना मैंने complete कर लिया? ये वाला ये 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 problems we have completed. Next day we will complete from here to here. Okay. Is that okay? रोलिंग हैश बाद में यार. I'll do some string class उसमें करेंगे. 7 done. Please make sure go back home, submit all the 7 questions by yourself. ठीक है? सारे 7 questions खुद से solve करना. Just make sure you solve all the 7 questions by yourself. That is indeed important. You do anything or not, just make sure you solve all the 7 questions by yourself. That is important. ठीक है? Cool. Any other questions, guys? Tomorrow I will be having Ask Me Anything. Like we will just be discussing Ask Me Anything questions will be there. Where I'll take it at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Ask Me Anything. 10 o'clock is when I might take the Ask Me Anything. Okay. And let's see if time permits. If I give the bi-weekly, I'll take it from 11 to 12, the bi-weekly contest. Let's see. Not sure. I cannot promise you for this. 11 to 12 तो नहीं होगा, 1 हो जाता है. 10 बजे Ask Me Anything होगा AM में. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's. If you're watching the stream late night, please make it 500 likes or 600 or 700, whatever you wish. Watching this, just click on the like button. If you're new to this channel, do consider subscribing. You can check out my channel as well, which goes by the name Take You Forward. And with this, I'll be wrapping up this video. Let's meet tomorrow. उसका पता नहीं. चलो. Good night. Good night, guys. गार्ड लगा देंगे. गार्ड लगवा देंगे. गुड नाइट. लेट्स सी कितना जन है अभी. स्टार्टिंग से अभी तक कितने जन रहे. गुड नाइट. फील लाइक स्टार्टिंग से अभी तक बहुत कम ही लोग रहे हैं, बट कोई नहीं. टेक केयर गाइस. चलो.